I want to share something that may sound very crazy, but it's something I realized being a student at Stanford and going through my high school experience, and it's just a really big realization I had about success. So all throughout high school, I was working like very, very hard. I was in sports, varsity athlete, so that took a lot of time. And then I was also doing just a lot of clubs on the side, had extracurriculars, played instruments, all sorts of things, right? And then making sure I get top grades. So that's definitely a lot, right? And then you get to a point where in your college, right? And you're with all these really amazing people at Stanford, and you see all these people working like pretty hard. But then like you just start to notice that like people just act differently because they've already reached a certain point. It's like, imagine your goal is to become rich, and then you already reach a point where you have 5 million in your bank account, right? You're kind of like, do I need to work that much harder? Because I already have quite a bit, right? And so it's like, there is a fundamental difference with some people. Some people will get a little bit of success and be satiated. What does that mean? They'll be full. They won't be as hungry anymore. But when I went to Stanford, I still woke up early. I went to the gym like at least 3 to 4 times a week at 6 a.m. right when it opened, right? And there, I did not see any of my friends. I didn't see any of the people around me. I didn't know anybody else really that was doing that. I saw some other people at the university, but nobody in my kind of year that I knew was really doing something like that. And it just shows you how like most people, even when you become successful, most people will just drop like flies because they don't feel the need to keep pushing themselves to such an extent. And so really, it's just like what David Goggins was saying, being uncommon amongst the uncommon. It's like each time you level up, there's a new opportunity for you to work harder. And if you take that opportunity, you will continue to level up. But if you kind of say, oh, I'm good here, I feel fine, I don't need to work so hard, you're going to fall behind for sure. Because just seeing people get a little bit taste of success and then not working as hard as they possibly could, in high school, just shows you that out there it's the same with anything else. You get a nice job, some people stop working so hard. You get into your dream college, some people stop working so hard. But the reason why you should keep working hard is not even about the success. It's about yourself. If you want to grow, if you want to keep getting better just as a person, you have to keep pushing yourself. If you start to slack off, what happens? You start to become soft. You start to just, allow yourself to just chill out and relax. And that sounds great, but in the long term, it's going to hurt you because you're never going to achieve your full potential of what you could have been. And to be honest, I would rather work and be tired all the time and be as close as possible to my full potential than take a bunch of rest and never know what I could possibly have achieved.